Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I've built some stuff. I made some tests in the meantime, and I couldn't just play the game without doing something. Yeah. I'm at station 74, and I moved here because the frame rates are better here, and this frame rates thing still doesn't, kind of, I still have to investigate what is up with that. Getting an external recording solution really helped, but I'm not sure why that's the case, and so I made some tests in the meantime. I will report about that in a second. First, update-wise, Keen Software House got into a feature, stopped again putting features into the game and is concentrating on bug fixes. I hope they also concentrate on optimization. That's where we come to in a second. We have some fixed bugs and we have some more balancing. Batteries have more power storage now and all that stuff. We might have to take a look into that, and the rest is a lot of bug fixing, fixed crashes and I didn't see optimizations yet. I'm not sure if they did something there, but they promised kind of that over time we will get better performance. And yeah, let us come to the performance. I made some tests around my world, and my FPS are constantly getting worse. So sometimes I'm getting even low FPS here. And it depends on kind of when I log in, how much I played in the meantime, and it seems to slow down over time. And I read some threads about how to get a better performance. One short thing, I activated the air in here again, and that's one thing I wanted to take a look at, is how our oxygen storage works out. I have a lot of oxygen farms now, and it loses and wins at the same time. I'm not sure how that works. Now it starts to go up again. I think because we opened the door and came in here, we did some stuff to it and it lost a lot of oxygen. But it seems that we at least don't lose everything anymore. At the moment we still have ice in the system, I think. We should take a look at that. It could get worse when we have used up all the ice. Let us see. No, we don't have ice in the system, so it could get worse now. We will have to take an eye on that. Have an eye on it. So, but back to my testing. I have run the game and a hardware monitor close to it. So I have two monitors here. I could see what the hardware monitor has, what values, scores the hardware monitor gives me. And let's say it that way, my computer is not fully taken up by Space Engineers. My graphic card is running, don't know, it shows a max, and then the actual value, the max is 90% or something like that, but it normally runs with only 50% of its core, kind of. And we only have 60% of memory usage. So my graphic card is not the problem when it comes to low FPS here. Also, my CPU, I thought maybe my CPU is making problems. I repaired the drones and the drill here, by the way. I gave them back their thrusters. And what I wanted to do was get a bit of production going. While I talk to you, I can just go into the tabs and do some production and all that stuff. And I was testing if, maybe, don't know, maybe the CPU is the problem, but for the CPU count, it has the same thing. My CPU goes up to, don't know, 50% of usage for one core, kind of, for 1 or 2 cores. I don't know how good the multi-core use of Space Engineers is. I think it's not too good. And even if I don't have any other programs, or not a lot of programs running in the background, it runs this bad. Chrome is a problem. If I have Chrome open at the same time, that is a memory hog, and it takes what it can get. Let us make some power cells to get maybe some batteries going. But again, I don't see the big problem here with the FPS. It shouldn't be that bad. Again, I thought maybe it's a problem with my graphics card. Maybe I have to get another graphics card or something like that. I have the newest drivers. I have, don't know, and it shows, the hardware monitor shows that my graphic card is not, it's not fully used up by the game. So it can't be this bad. Performance issues. The thread I read was before they introduced DirectX 11, and I don't know if that would have helped me. I should make a test if it runs, does the same with DirectX 9, but I assume that it there also would not use up all the resources it could get, and it's not like I wouldn't be able to. I also optimized the settings in my in the NVIDIA drivers. I'm running an NVIDIA card, and so on and so on. It's a really, I'm not really happy with that, because I fear that if the planets come out and there is no optimization done, I will not be able to play with the planets, or I will not be able to play the game at all. And the hardware monitor showed me that, again, it's not my computer making the problems there. So, I don't have to invest a lot of money to upgrade my parts and all that stuff. I even ran the test with GTA 5, and GTA 5 is a whole different level. The core usage goes up because I have the settings set to more than what GTA 5 says my graphics card can handle and all that stuff. And yeah, GTA 5 runs without problems. I even thought my CPU could run too hot or something like that, because the, let's say, the CPU temperatures go up when I'm playing Space Engineers, but it gets topped by GTA 5, and GTA 5 runs without problems and runs over 30 FPS, a lot over 30 FPS. I get 50, 55 FPS within GTA 5. I think. I should take a look at that, but I get more than 30 FPS, more than Space Engineers presents me with. This I hope this doesn't come over as hating on the game or something like that, because I love the game. I wouldn't. My biggest problem is I wouldn't like to lose the game as a game I can play and record. And let's say it that way. At the moment, with my recording setup, with my external recording solution, some people, by the way, notice it, that it tries to give me 30 FPS, and then I have these tear-ups, kind of, it gets hiccups in the graphics and all that stuff. And some people notice that, and I noticed that too, but I can't do anything about that, because again, my external recording solution tries to give me 30 FPS, and it can't give me that. The game doesn't give me 30 FPS. The biggest problem with that is I can't even say I stop recording and then I can at least play it. No, because the external recording solution makes it possible that I can play the game at full. There is no recording program that needs all the computer resources, and so if the game gets worse and worse, I can't play it anymore. That's a bad thing. I don't really like. I wouldn't like to lose the game as a game I like to play. And oh, it already, man, these solar panels are not cheap. That's the bad thing. Yeah, I added a connector down here so I don't have to bring up the drone. Yeah, I don't have to bring it up or bring it all the way up. It's a weird thing that, again, I hope gets fixed over time. This feature hold and getting into kind of preparing for the planets. I hope that it also brings us some it also brings us some optimization. I made a comment on the Space Engineers video that they brought us a few days ago, where they showed off one of the red ships landing on a planet, and the planets look amazing. I didn't get an answer to that. I think there are a lot of comments on that. I hope at one point I might get an answer to that. Would be neat to see that. Don't know. Some of you upvoted it. I saw that's That's a neat thing. And not upvoted, it liked it. So that's a neat thing. If you go there and find my comment, then thumbs it up to see if we get an answer to that. I'm not sure. Okay, 865 solar cells.